I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he rifles one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Elliott Fry on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Panthers 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
For Christian McCaffrey.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, what a move. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. faking the give. Now Watson. There's a short one caught by Uzama. 7 yards, the pickup there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
On 3rd and short, the defense did a really nice job of telling the quarterback, we're not going to give you the short routes and throw it to the sticks. You're going to have to beat us throwing it downfield. What they didn't account for, his legs. He pulls it down and runs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 yards.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Second and 14. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Elliott Fry set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to launch this, and this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Panthers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith trying to run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand you have to break off the...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith taking it in. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Panthers 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, 85 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
4-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Again, it's Smith.
And 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Falcons, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
take another L. Designer on me, did they split, did they drill? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. Look at those stick skills. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's the ball carrier.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
The tackle by...
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sets up.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They run for it with Carson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Benson Mayowa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's McCaffrey. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
For a Seahawks.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
DJ Moore. A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Panther first down.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. This one caught by Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one is right down the middle. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Flushed out right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 24,
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Wilson will throw again. Now he's forced out right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 7, Panthers 3. Jason Myers to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Here's Carson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vincent Mayoa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
On 1st down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Carolina.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Wilson, being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephen Weatherly in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
third to throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Seattle.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephen Weatherly with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll drop here to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
For Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
McCaffrey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
McCaffrey in the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's 4th down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. This is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Seahawks.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 35-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
He's not going to get me. Play 56.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
we're popping in. Gon' pop it for me 'cause I'm not just popping in. Yeah, little bit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll try and run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. This is Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Derek Brown drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Dante Jackson on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
McCaffrey on the handoff.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
And 6 at the 42-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
The 44-yard line. That's a gain of 3. brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, 154, 154. Rack.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 12-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Jackson now to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.